Hi guys, welcome back to my channel and happy 2023. This is my first video in the new year and I thought what better way to start it off than a updated Louis Vuitton collection. I am going to be talking about all of my SLGs and my actual bags from Louis Vuitton in this video. So these really are in no particular order, but I am going to start out with the SLGs. So my very first piece was the clay in Damier Ebene. And I got it from a boutique at Towson Mall in Maryland. And sadly, after COVID, that was not a location that survived. They have since closed it. And I use this to keep all of my memory cards when I'm coming over to film. But I used it for a very long time as my wallet and just attached it to my keys. It's a pretty versatile piece. It's a very common starter piece in the industry and it's held up very, very well. So I love this. And then another clay that I have is a more recent purchase. This is in the Empreinte bicolor. And this one is a lot more malleable. You can fit a ton more in here in comparison to this one, even though they're similar in size, just because it's a lot stretchier and I've been using this too. I love the little leather pull tab. I do think that it might be a little bit large in comparison to the rest of the piece, but it's a nice touch, so I don't mind. I have a 4-ring. This is not a 4-ring. This is a 6-ring key holder, again in Damier Ebene. I got this off a Fashion File a few years ago, and I loved it so much that I got one in monogram as well. This one was directly from the website, so it's in amazing condition. I've used it a ton, and I really, really love it. So those are 2 6-ring key holders. And then I wanted to give the 4-ring key holder a try, and now having owned both, I can tell you the 4-ring key holder is leaps and bounds beyond my favorite. I'm currently using it. I haven't stopped using it since I got it, so I'm just covering my keys. But this one's just perfect because I really only have 2 work keys, a house key, and then of course I use this extender for when I want to attach my car key, which is not always the case, but when I do want to, it just kind of like hangs out the bottom here and it's perfect. So this is a favorite, and obviously this is in the Damier Azur print. Moving on to card holder style. This is a newer piece I have. As you can see, it's already got some lines in it because I have been using it to death. This is the reverse monogram card holder. I love it. I usually put 1 card on each side and then I have some cards in the middle, including my ID. It's great, it's compact. I use this in combination with the bicolor clay to carry all of my wallet needs. And this is like my, when I'm grabbing something and going just into a store, but I carry both just like to have everything on me, so. And then this is a piece that I coined the best luxury card holder and the best like secret card holder. So on the website, it actually lists the number of card slots on this incorrectly because it doesn't show that there are 3 here and then this little pocket. So this is the Neo card holder, the Macassar version. I think this might actually be considered a men's wallet. It's larger than the traditional card holder and obviously it holds a lot more. So this is a great wallet when you really want to carry absolutely everything that you need in one compact card holder. And then I have a Felici insert, even though I don't own the Felici. I bought this pre-loved off of LV Lenka, which is a website that I have used twice now. This was my first purchase from that. So what I love about this is you can put your full contents of a wallet in here, of like a full size wallet. So you have 8 card slots. You have this here that you could put, I mean, literally anything in here, but you don't have to fold your bills if you're putting cash in here. You can put, I mean, just anything that you would carry in your normal full-size wallet, and it's super slim and compact, so it fits a lot of places. I also have this Felici insert. I don't actually know the name of this one, but it's the zip one, and this is in the Damier Azur with the rose ballerine interior. This was a birthday gift, and I use it actually as like a little emergency kit, so I keep Band-Aids, all those like bobby pins, hair ties, whatever, just the extra things that you might end up needing. So, and then we have my favorite wallet that I own. It's actually not even considered a wallet. It's called the Business Card Holder in the black Empreinte leather. And what I love about this is you can, again, fit the full contents of a full-size wallet in here. So you could just stuff like all your cards in here. You could fold cash and put it in, and then you have this front pocket for like the necessities or the cards that you're grabbing for most often. I did a whole video on this on how you can even use it as a mini bag if you want, because like my key fob fits in here. and you can just like add a chain and make a crossbody or even a little shoulder bag if you like that TBE, tiny bag energy. But this is great. It's the piece that made me fall in love with Empreinte leather and made me want to add something else in this leather to my collection. As a side note, I do have like sunglasses, I have this little bracelet, I also have these shoes, which I love. These are the Bomdia Flat Mules. I got them in New York City. I haven't had a chance to wear them yet because I got them in November and it is cold here in Pennsylvania. But I'm so excited to break these out in the summer and actually get a ton of use out of them. They're very comfortable. I just needed the weather to be warm so I can fully enjoy them. Oh, I actually also have this. I would consider this an SLG. This is the Monogram Desk Agenda. I've had this for a couple of years. I've used it on and off a ton. I've used it as an agenda, as a notebook. This is a great piece. I highly recommend it to anybody who loves stationery, or if you're just a pen and paper type of person, you will definitely get use out of this because I know that I do. All right, so we're gonna start with small bags. This is the first small bag that I have. It's the Pochette Accessoire in Monogram. It's the old vintage model, so the interior does not have a pocket, and it also is a little bit smaller in width than the new model. You can see it's very well loved. I bought this off of Fashion File. It is my most worn, most loved piece. I do intend to add the new model at some point. They did have one when I was in New York City and I did consider getting it, but I ended up settling for, well, not settling, I ended up going for the Bomdia Flat Mules and actually this Monogram bracelet. But I love this. I can't rave about it enough. If you haven't tried the Pochette Accessoire yet, you would be blown away by how much you can actually fit in here. And it's just easy. There's so many different strap options that you could go for. It's really great and a classic piece. And so many people have loved this and built it up in popularity that it has almost tripled in price in the last 5 years. It's insane. Then we have this little beauty up here, which has gotten a ton of use out of me as well. This is the Reverse Monogram Double Zip Pochette. It is exactly as it sounds. It is 2 pochettes that have been sewn together on the sides and on the bottom. It comes with a black strap, which I love. It's so comfortable. I've actually used the strap on the Pochette Accessoire before. It's great. In the back here, I actually have some change in here right now, but you have like card slots as well as one deep pocket, and then this zips. Then there is a center pocket here because they're sewn together at the bottom, so you could put some items in there. I've seen a lot of people put like their mask in there because it's easily compact. And then you have a front pocket here that doesn't have anything, but these do have the black suede interior. I'm not sure if you can tell, but it is so soft and beautiful. This is easily a forever piece in my collection. I don't think I will ever part with it. It's just very convenient, very casual. I love that you can wear it this way or this way and get like 2 totally different bags. And the giant reverse monogram on this has grown on me a lot, so I really love it. And since we're talking about bags on the shelf, we'll just go ahead and pull this one off. This is the Petite Noé. It's a vintage model. I got this bag when I was pregnant, and after we had named my son Noah, I actually learned that Petite Noé translates to Little Noah. And for that reason, I will absolutely never get rid of this bag. I just have too much sentimental attachment to it. It does pretty much live on this shelf. I don't use it very often, but I do love it. I've considered getting the GM size of the Noé just because I feel like a bucket bag like this is great, but I want to have a little more room. I also love this strap that I have on it that I got from Etsy. I replaced the string and I added this little thing. This is my Monogram Speedy 35. It is from the 1980s. And the reason I got this bag, this is such a funny story. Julie here on YouTube, Agent Bag Reviews, I was talking with her and our friend Brooke, and she had sent us a photo of this mom that she saw at her son's school with this bag, and it was just big and like sagging, and she just looked so put together. I absolutely loved it. And I immediately went to eBay and was like, oh, let me pull this out so you can see it better, and wanted to have one. So here's the one that I have. I went vintage for a couple of reasons. One, I like the look of a Speedy that has a dark patina. Also, I wanted a good price point. That way I wouldn't be scared to use the bag. And this has also pretty much lived on my shelf here on YouTube as decor. But I do want to try to start using it because this is a bag that I did put in my vlog sale at one point. And I don't know, I've just been, I think, more into top handles again lately. So we're going to give this one another go before we make any decisions. But yeah, the Speedy, I mean, it's a classic. How could you not have a Speedy in your collection? Is just how I feel. So, and this one, I do think I will officially be parting ways with. I'm not sure if I'm going to sell it to Fashion File or how I want to do it yet, but this is the Totally in Monogram. I recently did a video on this comparing it to the Neverfull It is a great bag and I love it. And after that video, I used it for like 2 weeks straight just to see what my final thoughts were on it. And I think I decided that I don't need to keep this. It's a little bittersweet because I love this. It is a model that I guess would be considered vintage, but it's discontinued. So it's not always the easiest to get your hands on at such a good price point that I did. And it doesn't have any wear or major damage to it at all. So I don't know. It's an internal struggle. I always, when I see these bags on my viewfinder, I'm like, wow, that is so beautiful. It's so like supple and I don't know. I love the look of it, but functionally and how I've been using my bags, this just is not one that I'm reaching for. So I don't know. We'll see, but there it is. The Totally Then we have the Neverfull another bag that I bought vintage. It did not come with the little side straps, but that was fine with me. I wanted to get it again in a condition I would not be afraid to actually use it. So that's why I went with one that was very patinaed. Also an incredible price point. Incredible price point. These retail, I think now for, what is it, $1,800? Does that sound right? Something like that. It might even be more, honestly, which just feels ridiculous to me, even though this is the kind of bag I think would be worth that as far as cost per wear goes, because it's just so easy to throw everything in here. Please excuse the fact that mine is dirty. Like I said, I bought it pre-loved, but the only reason I would say this might not be a forever piece for me is because I'd like to get one in a better condition now that I've had this and used it. I don't know that I would go new, probably not. If I was gonna go new, I would definitely go for the GM, but I might get a better conditioned pre-loved version of this one, so. And finally, my very last bag in my Louis Vuitton collection is the Palm Springs I have just been loving this. A couple of things with this bag. So I got this pre-loved. I got it as a Christmas present. And it's in great condition. When I got the first pre-loved one version of this off Fashion File, I ended up having cracks like right under the straps here. And I was so disappointed when I realized. But this one is just in immaculate condition. There are no signs of wear at all. It is literally like brand new. And it's great. I love the size. I love the comfort of these straps. I know they are a little bit masculine, but I don't care. I mean, for what, it's a backpack. So what do you expect? This is the older model. So it's gonna have this lip over the zipper. The newer ones have an exposed zipper, which is more convenient for opening and closing. However, I took some wax paper to the zipper and just like rubbed it on there. That made a world of a difference as well. So the interior here is just this black like microfiber interior. And then you have a large pocket here in the back. I am gonna do a what's in my bag video on this probably next on the channel, but yeah, here it is. I love it so much. I've been sharing it like every day on Instagram that I've been wearing it. And I've said, you know, be prepared to be sick of seeing this bag because I really, really like it. I haven't really utilized the front pocket at all, but it does have this large front pocket. You can fit a ton in here. You could probably fit your phone, keys, and wallet in here just for quick, easy access. But for me, I haven't used it on like a day trip or anything that I'm carrying it on my back. I've just kind of been taking it back and forth to work so far. So that's the Palm Springs backpack. So that is my entire Louis Vuitton collection. Let me know down in the comments what your favorite piece is and what's a Louis Vuitton piece that you cannot live without. Like I said, I may be parting ways with a few of these pieces in 2023 and hopefully adding more improved pieces into my collection based on items I'm actually going to use. But thank you guys so much for watching this video. If you enjoyed it, please give it a thumbs up, subscribe so you don't miss out on the next one. Happy New Year. Bye.